Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from South Florida. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. A dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
76, go!
Run again with Wright. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
On the double. 18 Rattler. 8 count. Let's go. Not 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's second and 5.
70 Rangers. 7. Panther 60. Panther 79. Warriors 70. Check go.
They'll look to throw yet again. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Check smash. Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Christian Harris there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Tag. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 29.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. An even 40 yards.
On the 6.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
A give here to Wright. And he's in! Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Chargers nothing. Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they begin with 3rd and 8.
Set. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got that to the rookie wide out from Georgia. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Herbert gonna go on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Ready? Warriors 70. Ready? 19 left, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Back.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To number 3. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
60, trap 60. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11,
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Head up. This is right. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll step up and run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know my range.
They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Good.
He'll get this out wide. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Okay, break.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Check, check, check. 70 Timberwolf. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. The Dolphins mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A run. This is Hampton. They'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Top Robinson, the man to bring him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That is Brian Cook, the safety, there to record the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback.
On the set. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lion. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Kappa. Homie trips right.
To throw is Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. And the Chargers have the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Hey, ram.
Herbert now on 1st down. Another catch there for Johnston. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Trying the left side, here's Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Sack! 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger. Trap 60. 19 Lion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, run! Set. Go. Ready, set.
On first down, Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
Ready, run! Set. Ready, go.
Herbert now on first down. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway.
Set. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Gain of 6.
Ready, run!
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go again with Hampton. Finding space inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, L.A.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
35, Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the give, it's right. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, How we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line. On the ground, Hampton. Into the secondary, past the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
29-yard line.
Ready, break. 18, Pioneer. 60 by 2. 7 by Bronco 80. Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Go.
A give, and here comes Hampton. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Another run here with Hampton. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
Go. Line, ready.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Here we go on fourth down with Herbert. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead.
Chargers 14. Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On the give, here's Hampton. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll lead to a second down.
Run.
They'll go with Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Here's 1st and 10.
Set, go.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Buffalo, Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards. That's good.
19 tight. 19 tight.
First down.
Panther 60.
At the
Panther 60.
47-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Sending it deep for Waddle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
7 Pirates. 70, 19, top 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard line.
On first down, it's Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Forced out left. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Going for it all. Oh, that was pinballing around, and it's hauled in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 81 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through, and the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer.
42. Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A short one taken at the 10. Into space. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 87 yards. Touchdown, Miami. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Makes the score Dolphins 49, Chargers 21. Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will finally run him down. What a way to kick off and drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 32-yard line. 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Try the right side now with Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Harris on the tackle.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down.
Ready.
Throwing now is Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 16
Ball
yards.
down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set. Delta. 12. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll give here to Wright. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Buffalo 18. 79. 19. Mustang.
They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Wright. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Miami.
Dolphins, 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Back on the ground and back to Wright. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Run again with Wright. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
1st down.
Come on.
1st
Check
and 10
smash.
at the
Check
20-yard
smash.
line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the ground, this is Wright. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield.
Let's go now.
But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and That's exactly what they've been able to do.
19 Tiger, ready?
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard
line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
To throw is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and long. Now Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Let's go.
Second and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.